Hi everyone, and you are welcome to this lecture, Python Dictionaries. In this lecture, we are going to learn about another collection that's supported by Python, which is dictionary. So I will start by defining what a dictionary is, then we will see how we can create a dictionary and what the operators that are supported by Python. Then we will see how we can access to dictionary contents, whether we want to get this content or to update this content. We will learn about some useful dictionary functions, and I will end up this lecture by a quick summary. So let's get started. First of all, let's start by defining what a dictionary is. Dictionary, it's a very useful data structure to be used when the developer wants to use his or her own indexes set instead of the default one. We see from the previous lectures that by default, list and tuple support positive and negative indexes, and these indexes are available by default in Python programming language. But sometimes, in some contexts, you want to use your own index set, and in order to do that, you have to use a dictionary. Since you are going to create the index set by yourself, you have to know that the index should be a number or any immutable data structure in Python, like string or a tuple. Now let's see the dictionary details. In order to create a dictionary, you have to use a curly braces, as you see here. You have to know that dictionary is not ordered data structure, and it's not ordered because you define the index set by yourself. Dictionary is immutable, so once you create, you can update the content. It's not a problem. Dictionary is indexed data structure, and don't forget that you create the indexes by yourself, but dictionary does not support slicing, so you cannot extract a subdictionary from a dictionary using slicing operator. Now let's move to PyCharm IDE in order to see some practical examples about dictionaries. First of all, let's see how we can create a dictionary. So I will define a variable d1 equal to, and then I will open curly braces and I will say a:1, b:2. As you see here, I use curly braces to define the dictionary, and then I define two items. This is the first one and this is the second one. Each item has two parts. The first part is the item key and the second part is the item value. Now, if I print type of d1, run, as you see, I will get class dict, and if I print d1, I will get two items where each item has one key and value. The first item is A1, the second item is B2. Also, for the case of dictionary, we can create the dictionary by using the function dict. And here you have to pass the keys and the value as the following. So I can say A=1, B=2. Now, if I print d2 and the type of d2, I will get the class dict and the value of the dictionary as the following. And you can see it's equivalent to the first case. So to summarize, we can create a dictionary by using curly braces or by using dict function. Now let's talk about the operators that are supported in the case of Python dictionaries. Let me assume first that I have the following dictionary. It's named Python dict. It has the following keys: name, version, description, level, and the following values, which are Python 3.7, high-level programming language, and beginner. Python dictionaries support membership operators, which are in and not in. So let me ask the following question. Result equal to name in Python dict, and then I will print result. As you see here, I got true. Why true? Because name, it's available here and it's the first key in this dictionary. You have to know that when I use the operator in context of dictionary, Python will look for the value that I put here inside the keys list of that dictionary, which means Python will look for this value, which is name, among name, version, description, level. And because name is the first key, as you see here, I got true in this case. So be careful, when we use n, we look for inside keys, not values of a dictionary. Now, if I say not in and run, as you see here, I got false. Why false? Because name is available inside the keys of that dictionary. And here I am asking, is the key name is not available inside dictionary? No, it's available. So in this case, I got false. So the two operators in and not in are useful to answer these two questions in context of dictionary. Is this key available or not available inside a dictionary? So in to see if it's available, not in to see if it's not available. And that's all about the operators that can be used with a Python dictionary. Now let's see how we can get access to an item inside a dictionary. And in order to do that, I'm going to use indexing operator, which is square bracket. So for example, I want to extract the value Python. If I want to do that, I will say item equal to Python dict, and then I will say name. If I print item, I will get Python. So I put the index or the key here, which is name. I got Python. In this way, we can get access to an element inside a dictionary. Sometimes I want to get access to an element because I want to change the content of that item. In this case, I will say the dictionary name, then the key, which refers to the value that I want to update. Then I will say, for example, Java. And now I'm going to print Python dict before and after this update. So I will put here and then run. As you see, this Python comes from here, which is get. So I will remove it and run again. As you see, I get name Python version blah blah blah. Then I do the update. Then I get name Java and so on. So by writing the code in this way, I'm able to update the content of the dictionary. Also, sometimes I could need to delete an item from a dictionary. And for that, I'm going to use the keyword del. So if I say del Python dict name run, as you see, the dictionary before deleting the item has name Python version 3.7 and so on. Once del keyword is used to delete this key, both key and value have been deleted. And that's all. So as you see, we get access to an item. Maybe I want to use the value in another place, so I will take it. Or I want to update this value, or I want to delete this value. Now let's see some function that can be used in context of a Python dictionary. Let me assume that I have the following dictionary, which is the same one in our previous examples. It has the following keys, name, version, description, level, and it has the following values, Python 3.7 and so on. Now, if you want to know how many items you have inside the dictionary, you have to use the function len. And len, it's a function that takes an object and return a value, which is integer in this case, and it represents how many items a dictionary has. So if you print len of Python dictionary, you will get 4. Why 4? Because as you see here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 items. Sometimes I want to get access to the values only inside the dictionary. And if you want to do that, you have to use the function values. And this function returns an object containing a list of the values inside the dictionary. So if I say values1 equal to Python dictionary.values and run, you will get, I get a list of dictionary values. You can also get access to the dictionary keys by using the function keys. So it's similar to values, but values give me access to the values. Keys will give me access to the dictionary keys. So run. As you see, dictionary keys, name, version, description, level. Also, we have the function items, and items help me to get a list of tuples where each tuples represent one item. And I mean by item here, a pair of key value. So if I say dictionary.items and I print, so as you see here, run. So as you see here, I will get a list of tuples. So this is the first tuple, second tuple, and so on. And each tuple represent key value. So the first key, the first value, the second key, the second value, and so on. Now, the function get, it's a very useful function in context of dictionary. Because if you try to get access to an item inside a dictionary, for a key that is not available inside this dictionary, you will get an error. So if I say Python dict, for example, s and run, this will give me key error because s is not available. Get, it's a function to help me get, for example, a default value if the key is not available. So in the first case, let me show you this example. If I say Python dict.get level, so let me check level is available or not available. Yes, it's available. So I will get the value beginner as you see here. So I get beginner. Now, the second example, if I say Python dictionary.get duration, look here, there is no duration. So if I run, I will get nothing. It's non-value. Why none? Because there is no key duration inside my dictionary. In the third example, in some context, you want to return a default value for any key that's not available, like duration, for example. So instead of getting none, I want to get not found, for example. So let me check what I will get in this case. And don't forget that duration is not available. Run. I will get not found. In the previous function get, we see that we can use get to get access to an item. So I can take this value and use it somewhere else in my program. Another function that's useful is pop. And pop, it's useful when I want to extract a value and I want to remove this value after I take it from the dictionary. So pop function, it's a function that will return a value and it will remove this value from the dictionary. So if I say now result equal to python.dict.pop level, so I will print the result and the dictionary after I have used this function. As you see, I get name Python version 0.7 description high level programming language, and the key level disappeared. Why disappeared? Because pop will give me the value and it will remove these keys from the dictionary. Now, if the value is not available, like U for example, so there is no key U inside the dictionary, I will get key error in this case. To cope this issue, pop allow you to pass a default value. So you will get this default value if the key is not available. So let's see what I will get here. I will get not found. So no error anymore, and the pop will return this default value. The last function that I want to talk about, which is a very simple function, it's named clear, and clear function helps me to remove all the elements from the dictionary. So if I say python.dict.clear and then I print python.dict, as you see, I will get an empty dictionary. Now let's recap what we have learned in this lecture. First of all, dictionary has been defined, and as we see, we use dictionary when we want to define our own indexes set instead of the default one. And keep in mind that index could be a number or any immutable data structure like string or tuple, and you cannot use, for example, a list as an index. In order to define a dictionary, we have to use curly braces. Dictionary is not ordered data structure, it's immutable, it's indexed, and it does not support slicing. Please refer to Python Dictionaries appendix in order to find all the functions and operators in this lecture have been summarized. Also refer to Python Dictionaries challenges, in which you will find some challenges to practice what you have learned in this lecture. Thank you very much for your time, and if you are available, join me in the next lecture.